Welcome gamers, welcome back to Gamers Bay. It's Daniel and we're back with another Midnight Club video. And today we're going to take a look at the 1970 Cadillac Eldorado. So the first thing to note about this vehicle is that, well, this thing is a boat. And despite its massive size, it actually handles really well. And it drives really smoothly with that real floaty suspension feel that you'd expect from a car like this. Now, another thing to note is that, well, it's uglier than sin. In fact, it's probably one of the ugliest cars in the entire game, in my opinion. Not that I don't like a lot of the retro styles from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, but the style of this car isn't one that I really cared for. And now, that was actually the stock color that you see here. That was the stock color it came with, and it was equally as hideous as the design of the car itself, so I just left it for good measure. Now, despite its not so great looks, it definitely has class, and it's actually one of my favorite classic cars in the game, given its fast acceleration and its extremely excellent handling. Now, it does fishtail a bit around turns, but you can always adjust the drift factor and the traction control to get better handling, and that did seem to work for me. With the stock settings, it pretty much fishtailed really bad, but I was able to make some adjustments, and now it handles really well. Now, the actual 1970 Eldorado had a mammoth of an 8-cylinder V8 motor, and I think that they did a really good job of displaying this vehicle's strength in the game. Once it gains momentum, it really does seem to glide for quite some distance given its enormous weight. And so this car was an addition to Dub Edition Remix, so it wasn't available in the original game. And now, if you don't have a copy of Remix, this is just another really good reason to get your hands on a copy of that version, because there's just dozens of new vehicles that they added with the Remix version that you didn't get in the original game. And now, this is also just one of numerous Cadillacs in the game. You had the Cadillac CTS, which I didn't really care for that much. Then you had the XLR, which I thought was a decent vehicle, but I didn't think it was great. And then there was two Cadillac Escalades, including the EXT. Although I didn't care for the Escalades as much. I thought that they were really slow accelerating, and they turned really wide. I just didn't care for them. And so the video here features 2 tracks from the Atlanta map, including Curbdogs and Guts to Glory. And I thought about doing a few more tracks, but I didn't get around to it, so this is going to be a bit shorter of a video. Now, that is the 1970 Cadillac Eldorado, and like I said, just one of many awesome classic cars in this game. Not so great looking, but it definitely drives well, and the thing just floats. You know, it's so stable on the ground, and it's very easy to maneuver out of the way of your opponents while racing. Very decent car. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and tune out now, but I will continue to play through the game, and you're totally welcome to continue to watch. Now, if you like this video, please do consider subscribing to stay up to date with our latest videos. And until next time, take care.